Namaskar दोस्तों. Today is 1st August 2021. Welcome to my channel Trade Plan Nifty. This channel is my journey in stock market. This is a monthly wrap video on Nifty where I will discuss about Nifty's critical level and trend for the coming month, my trade plan for Monday, and share my learning in MTM for this financial year. I hope these discussions will add value to your trade setup and trading areas. We see that globally coronavirus cases are getting increased. Whether this is a short time phenomena or it will have a big impact in August month, that is going to be very critical. So before we get into discussion of that and its impact on Nifty, let's have a quick look on the critical elements of our market. So first, let's have a look into S&P 500. So S&P 500 on monthly basis is looking still super bullish and running parallel to 8 bar moving average. So absolutely no problem here. On weekly chart, we see a first some sign of weakness at the top. Could be some amount of profit booking or knee-jerk reaction to the corona news, but still on weekly chart, it is looking on in uptrend. On daily chart, we see that a week is being formed on Friday and it is now closed below 8 bar moving average. So this is definitely not looking a good sign for us. But still above 20 and above 50. So still in uptrend. But now we need to see in coming few trading session how it is going. But as of now, it is not looking good. Now US government 10 bond yield, it is still in the comfortable zone of 1.22. So that's looking all right. And dollar index is something when you look on monthly chart has finally formed some kind of weakness, but still above 8. On weekly chart it is going down, but still above 8 bar 50 and 200. So still in uptrend, and now 91.56 will definitely act as a very good support. And on daily chart is where you see the clear impact of dollar index on our market. So if you see here, uh, on Friday, after consecutive last week of weakness, it has started recovering, and it may take now support on 50 and 200 bar moving average. And since 10th June, where it has started moving up, and then now consolidation zone, and this is the consolidation zone is which is impacting or showing as a choppiness in our market. And now it is still again going up, so this is definitely not a good sign for emerging market like India. So global cues are not looking pretty strong, and it seems like Corona news is having a impact on global equity market. So with that in background, when we look into Bank Nifty on monthly chart is looking weak, but still in uptrend. On daily chart, it has weekly chart, it is closed below 8 and now taken a support on 20 bar moving average, but still in upward trend direction. But from consecutive last 2 week, it is going down. And on daily chart is what you see is that Bank Nifty is clearly in control of bear, where it is closed below 200, below 50, below 8 bar moving average, and it shows a consolidation range of 34 140, or you can say 34, yeah, 34 100 to 35 to 60. So now for a Bank Nifty in coming week, we'll have a very good support is at where it is right now, which is a weekly pivot of 34 676, and then the next support is at 34 379, and a very good support at 34 4 34 120. And on upside it will have a resistance at 34 967 and a very strong resistance in the at 34 262, which is a combination of lines and 50 and 20 bar moving average. But on daily basis it is definitely in control of bear. And you see that impact coming from HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank on monthly basis is definitely looking weak. On weekly chart, although it is former doji, but sharp fall from past 2 weeks from the highs of 1545, and definitely below 8 bar and 20 bar moving average. So here also it is looking not very good. And on daily chart, it has closed below 20, below 50, below 20, below 50, below 8 bar, and most importantly below 200 bar moving average. So now HDFC Bank will have a good support at 1404, and if 1404 is gone, that is 1401 is gone, then the next support is at 1387, and if 1387 is gone, then the next support will come only at 1348. So let's hope HDFC Bank reverse from 38.7. Otherwise, 1348 is on card. I'm sorry. And on upside, uh, HDFC Bank will have a good support or resistance at 1426, depending upon where it is opening. And then the next resistance is at 1440, which is a combination of 200 bar moving average and weekly H4 for the coming week. And definitely a very good resistance at 1460 zone. So HDFC Bank is definitely not looking very good. Reliance on monthly chart is looking red. So after AGM, it has never come back. And on weekly chart, it is closed below 8 bar, below 20, and below 50. So here also it is in control of bear. And on daily chart, we see that it is not just getting stabilized, and now it has taken a support on 200 bar moving average, which is a very good support at 2035, and definitely below 20 and 8. So definitely in control of bear. Now Reliance will have a very good support at 2016, and if 2016 is gone, then the next support is at 1997, and if 1997 is gone, then 1977 and very good support at 1959 is on the table. On top side, Reliance now has a very strong resistance zone between 2054 and 2073, which looks like very difficult to cross unless and until something good news happens. So this will require a huge volume for Reliance to move on the up direction. So Reliance is also not looking very good. So global clues are not looking good. The key elements like Bank Nifty, SDFC, and Motabhai are fully in control of beer, and upside looks like little difficult unless and until strong volumes comes in. So with that in background, let's have a look into Lalaji. Lalaji on monthly basis after many months has formed a doji, and the doji has a clear cut boundary of 15,520 to 15,970 zone, but still in uptrend. On weekly chart, it has now closed below 8 bar moving average, and now 200 is catching up, and 200 bar is at 15,231. And here you can clearly see the boundary of consolidation, which is between 15,900 to 15,500. But on weekly basis, it is still in uptrend. And on daily chart, we see that Laraji has closed below 20 and below 8 bar, so definitely control of beer. And now it will have a very good support for a coming week at 15,507, 15,7 to 23, which is a weekly pivot, and 50 bar moving average will give a support. If 15,723 is gone, then the next support is at 15,640, which is monthly L3. And if 15,640 is gone, then the next good support will happen at 15,511, which is a combination of my magical black and blue line and the monthly L4. I use a fairly simple trade setup. If you're not checked out, then check out my video called Trade Setup Explanation on my YouTube channel, Trade Plan Nifty. On top side, now market will have a good resistance zone between 15,868 and 15,890, and 15,890 is gone, then the next resistance is at 15,972, and if 15,972 is broken, then only we could see a magical figure of 16,000 in month of August. And it all depends upon the coronavirus and definitely the US dollar index, how this is working out. My inclination is that unless and until US dollar index comes back to the level of 90, 16,000 looks quite difficult to me. So with that in background, let's have a look on 15-minute chart. So on 15-minute chart, we see that Lalaji on Friday has closed below all the moving average, that is 258 and 20. So here it is definitely in control of beer. Let's try to confirm this view with the help of CPR. So now when we look into CPR, we see that Monday CPR is slightly above Friday CPR. So the market profile confirms that it is slightly bullish scenario. And let's see what are the options we have for Monday. So Monday, as of now, the SGX is at 15860, which was quite surprising, as you seeing that almost all the global markets were in red. So assuming that this is where the market will open tomorrow, that is between R1 and previous day high, it will be still open above pivot but within the range. So expect a choppy day. And if it opens between first scenario between R1 and PD high, then idea is that and if it starts moving up, then look for a reversal pattern between 15890 and 15868 for a first target of 15759. And if 15759 is broken, then the next support or next target is at 15723. Second scenario is that it opens below pivot, that is at 15790, and it starts moving up. In that scenario, look forward for a sell at 15835, which is a combination of sell first at pivot, which is at 15792, which is also closer to uh, Monday's H3, which is at 15795. And if it goes up, then 15828, which is closer to R1 and 20 bar moving average. So 20 bar and 8 bar moving average. So if it opens below pivot, then sell on rise either at pivot, which is at 15789, or at 15828. The third possible scenario is that it opens here and starts moving down, then take a 15. That could be a tricky one because since it has opened above pivot, then there is a very good chance that we see a reversal at 15750. So if it opens here and starts moving down directly, then I will not take that shot, and I look forward for some reversal pattern uh, somewhere at 15722, 731, 15731, yeah, near previous day low, for a reversal for a choppy day for a target of 15868. So best possible scenario for tomorrow is that it opens, starts moving up, take a reversal here, you find a resistance here and starts moving down for a target of S1, which is at 15716. So that's my trade plan for Monday. Please consult your financial advisor before you take any trade. So now let's see what happened on Friday for me. So on Friday I was already carrying one PE position where I've taken an entry on this particular red bar, and for a whole day it almost consolidated, and then eventually it moved up. The interesting which happened on Friday was that open was above pivot. So when open was above pivot, it had a sharp decline on the first 5 minutes and it recovered and then consolidated the whole day, and then it moved up, touched the R2, and then it reversed. So since open was above pivot, the technical trade was buy on dip, which I should have taken and gone the whole ride. But my trade plan was to carry my PE position with the stop loss of R2 and then add one more future here and go down. So when this green bar happened, my stop loss got hit. So I should have put a little bit more stop loss. And then I immediately took another entry here. Then I rode the whole wave and exited somewhere on this particular red bar. So almost I had no profit, no loss. I couldn't increase my quantity here. I should have gone for a double quantity, but that's all right. So the learning is whenever you see a narrow pivot, expect a trend day, and that theory was proven on Friday. So let's look into my P&L for this year. So this financial year, because of this July one bad day, there is around 80,000 rupees loss. I now running on loss of 1.36 lakh. On equity trading, I had some profit, which is around 60,000 rupees if I'm not wrong. So Mota Mota still in loss of almost around 50 60,000 rupees. And what's the learning? Learning is first, don't trade futures in stock. I'm still not ready to do that. You may make more money, but you can lose a big money there. So still not ready for it. Second, always have a reason to enter and exit the market. And the reason is my reversal setup, the four reversal setup forming at a critical junction on the trade setup which I have built. If you are still not check out this reversal pattern, then please check out my educational playlist on my YouTube channel, Trade Plan Nifty. There you will find all the three reversal pattern, and there is a reason for entry and exit for the market. Third, don't be a compulsive trader. Trade only the best possible scenario and ride the wave. Fourth, move to future because of the change of the quantity. My trade setup, my thought process, and my trading strategies is mainly based on levels. So that's where the future helps. With the reduced quantity on future, now I guess I can manage that quite well. And with the capital I have, I can still play on that. So future is what I'm gonna do. And the fifth is stay focused, stay patient. Idea this year is not to make money. Idea this year is to learn my learn and develop myself in stock market. My trade setup is ready. My thought process is building up very nicely. Now where I have to focus is only on execution and building patience for me. I hope idea is stay survive in this market. If I can survive, Lalaji will make money for me. I'm pretty sure on that. I hope these discussions are adding value to your trade setup and trading ideas. All my trading view followers, if you're still not followed me on my YouTube channel, then please do so. Sometimes because of technical reason, the video doesn't get uploaded on trading view, then you I can always download and upload that on YouTube, so you will never miss a video because of that. Stay healthy, wear mask, keep on liking, subscribe, and commenting. That's what motivates me to come back and make these videos for all of you. So let's learn together. Jai Hind.